Alrighty, we are live and in living color. Welcome to another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling, where we interview special guests each and every week from different walks of life in the reselling world. Here we'll discuss the highs and lows in reselling and dive into great conversation, and we are positive that you're going to learn something that will help you become a better reseller. I am your host, Ray. I'm thinking about you, Dustin. I'm your host, Ray, and I am joined with my co-host, Dustin.
What's up, everybody?
And we have a very special episode today, guys. We have none other than Johnny, the Cajun root reseller. Here is Johnny. Johnny, how are you, sir?
Johnny, I'm doing great.
You're doing great. Well,
especially on John's show, so I'm doing good.
That's awesome. Dustin, you might not know this, but Johnny goes to sleep super early, so he took 3 naps in preparation for this show.
That's awesome.
So
Gotta get those naps.
we are really excited to have you on, Johnny. Thank you so much for coming on. And
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. So let's say hi to some people in the chat. We have Gulf Coast Pickers. He says, yo. We have John. What's up, gents? Good to see you. And Gulf Coast Picker says, did y'all plan the shirts?
No.
So
2 of us did.
I didn't.
2 of us did, but Johnny did not. So that was a very pleasant surprise. And I was telling Johnny, I got this at Goodwill, but it's missing a button. So if I have a nip slip or anything, we might get demonetized. So just let me know if this ground beef of chest hair that I got going on gets too wild. I'll let you guys know.
We'll let you know.
Exactly. We'll let you know. So Johnny, for the people that may not know you, give us a brief introduction of Johnny, the Cajun Roots reseller.
Well, I've been doing YouTube now. It'll be 2.5 years. I resell on. I basically go thrifting on garage sales, estate sales, anywhere I can find something on clearance. I resell on eBay, Mercari, Etsy. I just started this past year on Amazon. I also do 2 antique booths, and I've been doing that for a little over 2 years. And so, yeah, I basically started. It was June 24th of 20. Actually, it was July of 24th of 2019 when I moved here to Massachusetts. I was born and raised in Louisiana, and so that hence the word Cajun, but I spell it with a K because I am different. I like to be different, and that way, if you go and search in YouTube Cajun with a K, all 3 of my channels come up, including my new one I just started. With my
okay, so you said you started reselling in 2019, or yes. When did I miss that? 2019. Okay. Yeah. And then you started your YouTube channels. What year was that?
2019, and it was November 28th of 2019, Thanksgiving Day.
Thanksgiving Day. So you started reselling, and you were like, let's start a YouTube channel right away, or how did that thought process come into your head?
I was watching a lot of YouTube channels. When I was in Louisiana, what happened was I had another 2 businesses there in Louisiana. And my husband had to transfer because of the job he had. They closed it in Louisiana. So we had to move up here to Massachusetts. So what happened was I said, well, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I've been working for myself since 2005. I've been in business, had 2 businesses. And one was cleaning houses with a lot of employees and quilting on the side as a hobby. Then it turned into a business. And then so we moved up here, and I said, well, what in the hell am I going to do? I don't know nothing up there. So needless to say, he says, I got something that you might be interested in because you always say you can sell snow ice to an Eskimo. Yeah, but that's just a figure of speech. You know what I'm saying? Well, then he started having me watching several YouTube channels, and sure enough, I started purging the house and packing up stuff and saying, this is going to be the eBay room supply inventory. And when we moved, I had all that marked eBay inventory. So I knew in my mind when I got started, that's what I was going to start my inventory with. So that way I didn't have to buy anything. I purged the house. Look, if we didn't touch it in 6 months and if we didn't have it and it just sat there, it was going on eBay. And
get rid of it.
eBay.
Okay, that's nice.
And watching all these other channels, like I can do that.
What were some of the channels that you immediately watched when you started, getting your feet wet?
Tornado, John, Cincinnati Picker, shed flips, Ronnie, which I didn't even know until I started watching it before we moved that he was right there in Louisiana, not that far from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was the ones I started watching that Robert, basically, my husband says, okay, once you watch these are who I watch. Then while he's at work, and I'm packing the house, I'm watching other channels that are popping up. And so I started watching them, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, this sounds fun. And then that's how it started.
So you said, okay, this is how we're going to do it once you move. So did you start once you got there to Massachusetts, or did you start before a little bit in Louisiana?
No, what I did was, like I said, when I was purging the house, I basically took everything and put it in boxes saying marked basement, because we picked the house out, so we already knew we got the house. So when I was back in New Orleans and he was here working, I was basically packing the house. And so every time I'd find stuff, I'd put it in a box, pack it, and mark it eBay inventory, basement. So I knew what room it was going to go in for when the movers came and brought it. And I actually brought it in here in a U-Haul so I can have it here. And so it took me 1 month to unpack everything in every room and be ready. And I started June 24th. Exactly.
June 24th.
There we go.
Okay, that's awesome.
What
about was there anything, because we get a lot of messages, Dustin and I, on Instagram, on TikTok, and I'm sure you do as well, because one of the things that I really enjoy on your morning show, and for the people that may not know, could you touch a little, I'll get to my question here in a little bit, but I feel like everyone needs to know about the morning show that you do each and every day, Monday through Friday, no matter what. I know there was a little bit of a hiccup a little while ago, but we got that issue taken care of. Yeah. But let us know a little bit about your morning show. Like, how did that come about?
And by the way, today makes 4 months. Today. I started this channel and had to start over. 4 months today. Well, what happened was I started an actual, when I first started YouTube, that was my very first thing I would do, is just basically do some videos like everybody else, put out videos. And I started wanting to do a talk show, live. And so what I did was, from the get-go, in my mind, I always wanted to make sure it was collaborating and networking with others. And so that I started on a Saturday. I had a calendar with everybody who would go live, when they did their lives, how often in the day, and all that good stuff. So there was nothing during the week that I would want that I was able to get. So I started on a Saturday. And so I reached out one day with Larry. LL Stash was in the chat one day. We were talking about it. So I'll reach out to you. And so we started on a Saturday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, because everybody was back home from their sourcing and their thrifting and all their stuff for the day. And so we kind of started about 4 or 5 o'clock-ish. And then that was in March of 2020. And then as the evenings, like Victoria stopped her evening show, so then I moved it into the evening slot. And then and Anthony and Nate had the morning 10 o'clock slot, 9 or 10. And so when they quit that morning slot and started branching out into doing more things for their channel, I was able to slide into that slot. And so basically what we do in the morning is it's at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And basically it is a collaborating and networking, but it's an open mic. And what I do is, after the morning starts, I'll say hello to everybody. And that's just something that I do. To me, it's a little personal, because if they've taken the time out of their time to watch me, then that means I need to accept and acknowledge them. Because if it wouldn't be for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So what I do is I basically do all of that, kind of talk about how things are gone, what you got planned for the day, what I got planned for my day. Usually I will have a topic picked out, or I'll pick it from what the chat's telling me in the chat. So that's how basically the particular topic of that day starts. Then what I do is, after all of that starts, and then it's about 15-20 minutes into the show, I have everything cut and paste in my private chat, to where I'll just cut and paste it and put it in the chat. And then I'll put the link in the chat. Then they can start coming on and promoting their channel. And that's the biggest thing. I want them to be able to feel comfortable. Because I know when I first started out, I was like going there my first time at church. I was sat in the back pews. Well, guess what? In the chats, when I first started in the chats on YouTube, I was the quiet one. I would just sit there and listen and watch. Now I'm always in everybody's chat. Hello, how y'all doing? Hello is me, because that's how I am, even though it's a Medea phrase. But now people are starting to catch up on that, because when I first started, everything was, my little intro is actually based on a commercial from New Orleans. And it was a furniture store called furniture store called Frankie and Johnny's. And in all my videos, I do have that clip in the description bar of my videos. So if you ever want to see them, you can actually go back and see how did I do my clip, because I was like, I want it to be different. I wanted people to know if they're, because I'm no longer in Louisiana and because of my name, if they see that, they're going to know, if they're from Louisiana, they're going to know that commercial. And sure enough, most of the people that I meet lately that are from Louisiana tell me that they love that commercial. They used to love watching that commercial because it's not there no more, of course. So I basically love doing that, and everybody seems to enjoy it. I'm getting more people every day. And again, if somebody comes in with a question, that's our topic. We hit it hard. We make sure that if anybody in the chat can help. Now, again, like I tell everybody in my morning shows, if I'm giving you my advice or my things, the way I do something, that doesn't mean it's going to be right for you. If you take something from each person and implement it to what you're trying to do, then you have succeeded and I have succeeded, because then I've been able to let you know, look, this is how I do it. It may not be right or wrong. We are always able to agree to disagree, because again, you're always going to have someone with a different opinion. So you have to honor that with that person and give them that room. That space.
Agree. But one of the things that I really do enjoy, like you were saying about your live show, Johnny, is that it's a place to where no matter who you are or what you do reselling wise, or maybe not even reselling wise, you can come in there, promote your channel. It's just kind of like a little family, you know, that like every morning I have my coffee, I put Johnny on, and we just talk. And I love how you can, if someone has a question, YouTube related question, eBay related question, reselling related question, if you don't know the answer, someone else can, you know, come in and, you know, give the answer. Or like you were saying, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Or maybe how you do it, but it could be different depending on who you are. So that's what, and if guys, if you don't watch his morning show, I would recommend that you watch it, put it on. It's great. It's a great time. It's a good way to promote what you got going on. And I love it. I love it.
And I'm more of a teacher, because if I'm doing something and somebody asks a specific question, and I do work on 2 monitors, I immediately go to that topic. If it's something to do with Facebook, YouTube, eBay, whatever, I will automatically, and I do have a series of how-to videos as well. But what I do is I'll automatically share my screen, open up to where they are having that question, and I'm walking them step by step in the morning show. So that way, if somebody else is saying, oh my God, I missed it, well, guess what? They can go back and watch it. And I do have a lot of people come back and rewatch my morning shows. A lot of people say, well, nobody rewatches your lives. Well, I hate to disagree, because they do. Because I get a lot of compliments and comments about the things that I share in the morning to help those that are in the chat. And moment.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, let's say hi to some people in the chat.
Yeah.
So we have Danny May Adventures. Good to see you, Danny May. I hope you're doing good and recovering well. We have our big man, Jeff, is in the building. Good to see you, Jeff. We have Fish Chicks Finds. That's an interesting name. Do you know how she got that name, Johnny?
I got to say, you got to watch her videos. That's all I'm
Okay.
I've been learned everybody's names, and when you learn them, you kind of get personal. So that's like that on the table having coffee with Kajun. You know, you get to learn everybody's names, and you got to watch her videos. Nice.
And we have Danny May just dropped Johnny's link to his YouTube channel. So thank you so much for dropping that. And we have Kristen the Rural Squirrel says, hey guys, this is going to be a great chat. Glad that you can jump on, Kristen. You're more than welcome.
Challenges.
What's that? Oh, yes, her thrifting challenges. Yeah. We can't wait till maybe we can go over to Denver, or she can come here. We can have a challenge. So it'd be great. We have Alan. Good to see you, Alan. Glad that you can stop by. And, you know, like Kristen was saying, I love hanging out with Johnny in the morning chat. And then Danny's also saying morning meditation with Johnny. You got to love it. But Johnny, we do have a segment on our show. It's called Overrated, Underrated, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to give you 10 different subjects, 5 being reselling related and 5 not being reselling related. And you're going to let us know, in your opinion, if you think that they're overrated or underrated.
Okay.
Now
you're talking about in general, or just
what you think, your personal opinion, what Johnny thinks. Okay. All right. But before we get into that, Johnny, we do want to give a shout out to the sponsor of the podcast, And that's none other than our good friends over at Poppin' Off Toys. And they've been our sponsors since day one of the podcast. They specialize in everything Funko Pops. So if you want to save a little bit of moolah, go over to poppinofftoys.com and use the code Nashville Flippers, and you're going to get 10% off. Johnny, have you do you have a moon pie? I know you love moon pies.
Yes.
Do you have a moon pie Funko Pop?
The only one I have is the chocolate, actually, right here.
The chocolate Funko Pop? Is it a moon pie?
Yes.
Oh, see, look at that.
Got it right
I even
there.
have a truck.
Okay.
That's great.
That's great. I know you loved moon pies.
It's
So
a Walmart exclusive.
that's
Dang,
so
someone
cool.
ate it. They took a bite
Yeah,
out of
right. They took a big bite out of it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Johnny, do you have any experience of selling Funko Pops on your eBay store at all, or on your Amazon
Let me
store?
just say, I can't keep them in my store long enough.
That's awesome. So you know how important it is. People love buying these. So if you want to save a little bit of money, go over to poppinofftoys.com and use the code Nashville Flippers, and you'll get 10% off. So, are you ready, Johnny, for overrated, underrated?
Someone else that just came in and said, "Hey, I'm new here. Nice to meet you." Well, welcome.
Yes, nice to meet you. Not sure if this is
How's it going?
vintage. Says, "Hi, I'm new here. Nice to meet you. Good to see you. Not sure if this is vintage. We are glad to have you on." And hey, Rule Squirrel Kristen says, "Love this segment." And Julio the Mexican Picker is saying, "I am listening and listing." That's what we love to see. Two things at once. All right. So number one, Johnny, overrated, underrated, the Goodwill.
Overrated.
All right. Tell us why.
I find that I see a lot of people doing the Goodwill's videos, whether it's the Goodwill bins or the Goodwill store, buying Goodwill mystery boxes or the Goodwill buy boxes that they can buy online at auctions. I hear too many stories that they are paying higher for their products, especially when they're doing the auctions with these mystery boxes. And then when they're going to do these videos, it's not what they expected. It's not what they thought. It's not worth the money they spent. And then again, at the Goodwill bin, I've been there a couple of times. I'd never done this before until recently, where I did go to a couple of places of the Goodwill bins within a couple of states up and down from me.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it's just overrated. You know, from what I see on some of the videos, I feel like sometimes it's staged, you know. Some of the
faking the funk.
Is it really that? You know, is it where? I don't know. That's my opinion.
Okay.
Because from what I found in some of these places, granted, I did make money on what I bought, but you got to do some serious looking for that stuff.
You got to do some serious looking, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know Dustin and I, we on a good week we'll hit the same Goodwill maybe 4 times a week, sometimes twice a day. You know, if we know that certain thing, you know, because you know, we can be in and out of there probably like in 10 minutes, right, Dustin? Because we're there so often that we
30
know
at the most.
Exactly.
Right.
So Johnny, real quick question. So where are you getting the majority of your inventory to resell?
Online auctions.
Online auctions.
Estate sales. Or I'll go to a citywide garage sale. I don't go to just little garage sales here and there because I live in the country.
Mm-hmm.
If I see something that says citywide garage sale, yard sale, that's the ones I'm hitting.
Okay.
If it says estate sale and I can get on the list, I'm getting there early.
Okay.
That's
nice.
That are online auctions.
And we're talking about online auctions on websites, not necessarily like on YouTube or YouTube.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Huh.
We're gonna get into that a little more here in a little bit. So keep that in your back pocket. So we have Coco Bay. Says Nashville in the house. Dustin, Coco Bay actually lives here in Nashville.
Oh wow!
So we gotta get together and we gotta meet up. So
have a sourcing.
I think that
Saturday.
would be have a sourcing Saturday. Yes, sir. Marie, good to see you. Ray, Johnny, Dustin in the chat. Good to see you, Marie. Glad that you can jump on. All right, Johnny. Next one up. Overrated, underrated. Number 2.
Number 2, boiled peanuts.
That's overrated.
This we were talking about.
One time and never.
You mean
again.
gas station ones are not that good?
And boiled peanuts. I'm sorry.
But the ones at the gas station that have been sitting there all day are so good.
Ugh.
I'm kidding.
You do you, boo.
I know John Bama Picking and Grinning was talking about boiled peanuts earlier, and I'm like, oh, that's going to be a good one. I have never had boiled peanuts. Have you had boiled peanuts before, Dustin?
No.
You've never had any?
No, it's gross.
So Johnny, why are these peanuts boiled? Like, what's going on here?
I think what it is, and then this is my opinion. I was born and raised in the South.
Uh-huh.
So when we have crab balls, shrimp balls, crawfish balls, you name it. Basically, it's like a pot of gumbo. You throw whatever you want in the baller. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's got all the Zatarain seafood mix. You put what you want in it. You throw your vegetables, your garlic, your potatoes, your celery, your whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take all that, and that absorbs the seasoning when throwing it in the hot boiling water of the seasons. And in the South, that is just a thing it's either for you or not for you. You got to like it or not.
Okay. So
I can't stand Pepsi. Most people love Pepsi.
Hate Pepsi.
It's not for me. I hate it. So for me, I would rather eat the shell peanuts like it is.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it this way: don't give it to me because I won't eat it. You're wasting your time. So yeah,
you're wasting your time.
Yeah. To me,
so what's your soda of choice? Are we talking Coca-Cola?
Water,
okay.
Or Diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr. Pepper. Okay. Man, people love that. People love them some Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
So, Gulf Coast Picker says, boiled peanuts are the bomb. Y'all crazy? I don't know, man.
I want some crawfish etouffee. Y'all making me hungry.
Oh.
How about, yep.
I don't know a lot about
offshore rigs.
What's your favorite Louisiana dish, Johnny? Gumbo. If Dustin and I are coming over for dinner, we're in Louisiana. You're making us a nice Louisiana dinner. What's on the menu?
Gumbo with rice and potato salad.
Just straight. I bet you make a mean gumbo.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You won't be hungry when you're finished. Trust me.
Oh, I like that. Hey, we're coming over, Dustin.
Make a gumbo. It's not watery and it's a lot of meat.
Thick.
Okay.
I love meat.
What are we putting in?
Chicken and sausage. You can do seafood, chicken and sausage with a shrimp okra. There's all kind of gumbos you can make.
What's your favorite gumbo?
Chicken and sausage.
Okay, chicken and sausage.
And andouille sausage as well.
What's that?
It's an andouille sausage.
What is that?
It's a Cajun sausage.
Okay.
You can find it in your local grocery store. Trust me, in your meat department.
Okay. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that. Have you heard of that, Dustin?
I haven't.
Okay.
But it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I keep it in my freezer at all times, and I'll just take one link. That's all it needs is one link per meal.
So you're eating this sausage every meal?
No. If I'm cooking something,
just when you're making gumbo.
Okay.
Depending on the meal that I'm cooking, like if I'm doing a red beans and rice, I have to have an andouille sausage in my red beans and rice. White beans, any kind of beans.
Andouille sausage.
And when I say a link, I'm basically cutting it, and you have to watch my cooking channels because you'll see how I do my meals.
Okay.
I do red beans and rice with it, white beans and rice with fried fish. It can be red snapper, flounder, catfish, you name it.
Oh, baby.
Getting hungry.
I'm getting, yes, sir.
Go and check it out.
Yeah. Crispy Toys and Treasures. What's up, Crispy? Good to see you. We have Ping G. Good to see you from Anaheim, California. Let's go.
Wow, Cali.
Cool.
It's a little early there, right?
Yeah, it is. It's like, what is it? 5 o'clock? Fixing to be 6 o'clock, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours behind. All right. Let's move on. Johnny, overrated, underrated, selling or reselling on multiple platforms.
I think it's underrated because a lot of people are not using all the platforms to get a lot more eyes on their products. Okay.
So what are the particular platforms that you currently sell on? I know we touched a little bit on, but if you have let's, for example, a Funko Pop, where are you putting that Funko Pop on your platforms? We doing Facebook, Amazon, eBay?
I don't do much on Facebook right now. I have signed up for the business account, but I haven't done anything yet. I do. If I was to do it on eBay, 9 times out of 10, I do have it on cross post on Bonanza.
Bonanza.
Yes. I just started using Flip. Are you using Flip yet?
No. Tell us a little bit about that cross listing platform.
Okay. I just started on it, and I have a referral. It's an affiliate link. And what it is, if you sign up, it is free right now, but Flip is more of there's a lot of misconceptions that with Flip, you can send in your products to them and they'll sell it for you. Well, guess what? You have to send it in to their location, but it's considered consignment.
Okay.
Well, with Flip, I'm going to put it in the private chat because I can't put links in your chat.
Oh, okay.
So I'll put it in the private chat and you can put it there. This is my code to where what it is that when you sign up right now, it is a waiting list. Some people have been on it. I only took me 5 days to get approved. You have to link your eBay store to it and your YouTube channel and that kind of stuff. And it takes up to no more than 7 days. But if you actually go to the website right now, the only thing they're doing is consignment. So you would have to give them a list of all your products you're sending, list it, send it to them, and then you have to mail it to them as a consignment, and then you'll get paid after it's sold.
Do you set the percentage of the consignment, or is it a particular?
Not you, it's them. Because once
what
they
is the
buy
percentage?
And put it on consignment, I don't know because I didn't fool with it. What
Okay.
I did was I went directly to the link. I signed up for it because I want to get paid for my stuff. I want to be able to put it on what platforms. Now, right now, if you sign up, it is free. And you do get bonuses if you have. Once you get signed up, they'll give you a link and you can share it out to others to where you can build up your little money thing too. And what it is that you'll get a gift card for Amazon. I already got my first $10 gift card from Amazon from somebody who not only used my link, but signed up and used it. And that's how you get your $10 referral. But they have to sign up and do their first listing. Once that happens, and you get your referral discount card.
They list on Flip, or where do they list?
The way it starts is I will start with, if you have things listed, like say on eBay. Right now they're using eBay, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, and Poshmark.
Okay.
Now they do have a feature. If you're on Poshmark and you're using the cross post to Poshmark, then you can use the feature free for them to share out your closet on Poshmark. That's one of the good features about it. Now, they are coming back. They're going to be coming out soon with like Etsy and some of the other platforms that you sell on, that you can sell on. Now, you can either list directly onto Flip, and then you put it to whatever platforms you want, or you can pull certain products from what you already have listed on other platforms and then put it on whatever platform you want. So it's up to you how you want to do it. What I started doing when I got approved last week was what I did was I went to my Mercari, because Mercari and Etsy, I only do a lot of jewelry, Coach bags, Vera Bradley's, but I also do my quilts. I do quilting. So I do have a lot of my quilts on Etsy and Mercari. So what I did was I took the very first quilt I made that I put on there, and I went and cross-posted it on eBay. Now, mind you, I've been having that same quilt on Mercari for the last 2 years. Maybe a like here, no comments, no questions, or nothing. I cross-posted it to eBay, and the minute I did it, the very next day I had a question about that quilt. And it's like, wow.
Have you sold the quilt?
Not yet.
Did you sell it? Not yet? Okay. Okay, that's interesting.
I already have eyes on it just by cross-posting and not, because I wasn't going to list it on eBay because I didn't want to sit there and do all the pictures again and the whole listing. Because I've been doing everything. If I do something on eBay, I'm doing it on Mercari only. Or if I do it on Mercari, I'm doing it on Etsy only, depending on what it is. So I can remember, I need to go back and take it off that other platform if it sells. And I didn't want to pay, because I'm the type of person, if I'm starting somewhere, when I first started, everything's free. I'm doing everything free. I started with StreamYard for free. I started with Canva for free. I'd use Filmora for my editing. All that I did for free at the beginning, because I wasn't paying for it unless I know for sure I will like the product or the service. And so for me, then I started with it to where I'm going to start slowly, and then cross-posting some of the quilts or things that I have specifically on eBay, on Mercari and Etsy, and then try to see how that works. Now, one of the things is it's very easy to do, but once it sells, what I like about the Flip is that if you got a main home page, you can go to every tab and automatically list the product that you sold. It'll show whatever platforms you have it listed on, and you just hit one button, and it's gone off that other platform. So that's what I like about it.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So have you used any other cross-posting platform? No. I was going to ask you, compared to the other ones, which ones do you like the most?
Well, like I said, so far when I started a year and a half ago, I did start using Bonanza. Bonanza, you
Bonanza.
basically can import from your other platforms, and if it sells, they automatically take it off your other platform. And I like that, but I'm still using the free version. I refuse to pay for it.
I can't imagine anybody buying on Bonanza.
Yeah, I sell at least 3 to 4 items a month,
On
if not
Bonanza.
more, on Bonanza.
Interesting. Okay.
And they automatically take it off. Now, the only thing you have to watch out for, if you have multiples, which I have a lot of multiples, you want to make sure that they didn't pull your whole listing. Just make sure they only took that one from your available amount.
Nice. Okay.
So far, it's been okay. No
Gotcha.
problem.
All right. Well, guys, there is Johnny's referral link. So if you guys want to check out Flip, click on that code right there, and you'll get a little something, and Johnny will get a little something.
And it is free, yeah.
There you go. All right. So we have Glenn the Swan Picker stopping by. Good to see you, Glenn.
What's up, Glenn?
Coco Bay says, I'm right behind Ben Day. Let's barbecue and chill and talk biz. In a video course.
How's
we go
Ben
there
Day
all the
been?
time. Yeah, I don't know. We should have. I should have went Saturday, but I didn't. So
Might not have a choice coming up.
there you go. Adam says, "What's up, Adam? Good to see you." Adam says, "I need to list a Coach bag I've had forever." Yeah, man, get that sucker listed, right?
Also, you can go through and do the if you want it to be certified. When you list it, I don't know if y'all saw Cincinnati Pickers video today. I saw it today, so I don't know when it came out. He did a pair of Nike shoes. So when you send it in after it sells, you have to send it directly into eBay to get certified. Well, it just so happened he had a pair of Nikes he thought was real.
Oh yeah, the over $100.
He paid over $150 for it, and he had it listed for like $299. So he sent it in to get certified. They sent it back to him, telling him that it was not an original.
Yeah,
so
that's a good thing.
About that.
That is a good thing about selling any sneaker over $100. It has to go and get sort of certified by eBay, which is great because a lot of people buy these sneakers, and some of them could be fake or some of them could be not. Now you don't have to worry about it and do the research. Just list it, and if it's fake, it's fake. So. Crispy says he's never heard of Bonanza until Kevin the Commonwealth Picker said he sells there. So Dustin used to want to sell on Bonanza. Remember that, Dustin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like, man, I need to get on that Bonanza. Coco Bay says opinion on Flip cross listing too. I think we just had you might be a little bit behind on because we just went over it. Maybe you're a little bit behind on the chat. So a hair behind. So all right, so let's get on to the next one. Overrated, underrated, number 4.
Superhero movies.
You can probably let me take my camera off for a minute.
He doesn't like them. I
don't watch them. I'm sorry. I never did. When I was growing up, we didn't watch that kind of stuff. So growing up now, that doesn't interest me. I'm sorry. It does. Just me. I'll sell the heck out of those action figures now. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes to the movies, I just never watched them. We were growing up that we never would be really allowed to watch them. It was either strictly you do your house chores, your homework, your schoolwork. You do your things that you got to do, but there was no TV time. You only had enough time to watch it. If it had to be educational. On the weekends, it was wrestling. It was whatever.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, well there you go, guys. Overrated, Johnny
I can
says.
sell a lot of it though.
There you go. All right. So let's move on. Overrated, underrated, number 5. And I want your opinion on this, Johnny. I recently changed it, Dustin and Johnny, if you're looking at the private chat.
Yeah.
Antique booths.
Oh, that's underrated.
Okay. I think, tell us why. And
I think
I'll put in my 2 cents on that.
People are not using, like say for example, you go on sourcing, and you don't want to list. And I know there's Facebook, but say you don't want to fool with Facebook because a lot of people have an opinion about Facebook. If you're going to buy something, it's at a great price. Because I know when I go out sourcing, my goal is to find it at the lowest price I have to pay, but know that I can make the highest profit I can make. And if it's an item that's too big. Like I'll pick up sewing machines, Singer sewing machines in the wooden cases, big old cameras, old cameras with the cases and stuff like that, typewriters. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to ship it. I'm not going to put it on Facebook Marketplace. I directly go to my antique booth because that's where I know I'm going to sell them at. If you go to and do an antique booth, You need to do your homework before you go there because it depends on the location
Mm-hmm.
and the traffic around that location. I have 2 antique booths at my shop, and I love it because I am constantly selling. For me, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I didn't get into it yet. I don't know if I want to get into it. What about all these things that they charge you?" What all depends on that place. So, like for me, the only thing I pay is whatever I sell for the month. As long as it's over the rent, I get that money in my pocket. If I don't make enough for that rent, it comes off the total, and then I just pay the difference. Whereas I don't pay for credit cards, I don't pay for utilities, I don't pay for none of that, just my booth rent. Whereas some places they'll charge you a percentage depending on your footage, how much you sell, how much credit cards you go through. If your sale goes through a credit card, they'll charge you a percentage on your total sales for the month. It all depends. So you got to do your homework, but I guarantee you, there's money to be made there. That is
yeah. So that is my concern, Johnny, and I think. And you might be, what you just said could steer me in a different direction. But I think antique booths are overrated only for the fact that people don't think about that overhead that you were discussing. The percentage, the credit card transaction fees, all the other nickel and diming things that people are, they do when you're there.
Yeah.
So you're saying on your antique booth, you have just a rent fee, a booth fee, and they don't take any kind of percentage from the items that you're selling.
I recommend if you decide to want to go into an antique booth. This is what I did when I remember I'm still new in Massachusetts, so I didn't know where to go. Robert would take me to these different places he would visit on his weekends off. It's like, oh, okay. So I would ask, what is the rent? Did you charge any extra fees? Is there a percentage? Do I have to pay anything for credit cards? And you can get a printout from there of what they're look for. Now, in where I'm at, it took me a little while to get there, but what I did was I would take a trip. Say this week I go on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Next week I'm going on Tuesday. But if I went at 11 o'clock when they first opened, I'm going to go right after lunch the next day. And then the next week I'll go in after lunch, or I'll go in a little later in the afternoon. Then I'll find out what time they close, and I'll go towards the end when they close. And I kept doing that for a couple of weeks to figure out what is their traffic, how busy are they, what are their busiest days? Do they get a lot of traffic at certain times of the day? Mm-hmm. And so that's what I did to do my homework for the one location I wanted to get in. And then what I did was I found out they have like bookcases, or they have a little end cap, or find out what's the smallest rent in that place that they have available. Get your feet in there. Get yourself in there. Get known by the people. And that's what I did. I started with a very small bookcase. And I was now when you first walk into some places, you have to go left or right. Well, I just basically kind of stayed in the pathways where the biggest traffic was. And I picked mine closest to the restroom because people have to go to that bathroom, when they're busy and they're checking out things. And
yes, that's smart.
So I try to make sure I'm towards the restroom area. And so what I did was I got a bookcase, started with that. Then I went to a bigger booth that I kept eyeing that one day, hopefully I would look after you get known in there. Look, I'm interested in that booth when it comes available. Guess what? Now your name's on that list for that booth when it comes available because you're already in there. They see how you do your work. I go once a week, if not no more than once every 2 weeks, straighten up my booth, clean up my booth, dust it, move things around, make it look fresh. Because there's some people you don't know that go in there every week. And if they see your booth exactly like it was the week before, guess what? Oh, okay, I don't see that. No, I'm going to keep on going. Whereas you got to get them enticed to come into your booth. So I move things around. I make them look for things. Oh, wait, that's new. Guess what? They're coming in the booth. And so you're inviting them in. And so that's the kind of things I tell people about when it comes to
That's smart. Dustin, we need to buy an antique booth.
We should.
Right? Not like, I'm saying like the building, not necessarily the whole thing.
Invest. Okay.
Yeah. And so people like Johnny can come in. But I'm nickel and diming everybody though, Johnny. Everything.
We should buy that one down the road by Gimme.
That's what I'm saying. I think we should buy it. I think we should do something.
Get a loan. Come on.
So let's do it.
So we're doing that before the van?
I don't know. We got a lot of things on the list, Dustin. A lot of things on the list. So Ping said, I used to sell on Bonanza years ago, but I had to check all the time to see if anything sold. Too much time spent in order to sell a handful of items. So I quit years ago. So how much, you said 3 or 4 a month?
Yeah, but usually if you signed up correctly, and this is what I did, I have a notification set up to go to my email that if I got something that's sold, I got an email, this item sold, you have to mail, because I have everything in 1-day handling. So I'll get an email, this item sold, get ready to mail it, get ready to ship it. So I don't have to worry about having to go check it. And I do go check it every morning when I'm sitting here drinking my coffee first thing in the morning. That's one of my routine things I do. I check my eBay, I check my Amazon, I check my Mercari.
Everything just down the list.
Even though I do have emails and I don't see any emails, I'm still going to check because I'm still curious. Did anybody send me a message through that platform? Now, for me on Bazanza, I still check it every day, but I also make sure that if there's anything that I missed in my email, I'm going to catch it on the platform.
Nice.
You can set up the notifications for that.
Yeah. So Mom Knows Treasure Market says, how much are antique booth? I think it depends on the antique booth. I'm sure they're all
location and where you're going to get it. Now, for me, when I first started, my very first booth was $25 for a bookcase. Then when I went to another booth that I was eyeing, that was $60. Then I went to a bigger booth. So now I have two. But my bigger booth, I pay, it's $145, and then my glass case is $60. And that's a lockable case.
Okay. Oh, nice. I like that.
It all depends on the location and how much they charge you per square footage, and their way they have their setups in their location.
Paul the Philly Flipper says, nice to see Dustin show up to this show and miss mine. LOL. It was on daddy duty, man.
And blame Ray. He told me last minute.
I did tell him last minute. That was my fault for sure. Let's see here. Adam says, that's unusual. Johnny has a good deal. That is a good deal. That is a good deal. Let's see. Ping says, I was looking for MD Flipper, but I guess she isn't doing her live. So they're all great. MD's is good. Right. All of these lives are fantastic, and we appreciate you jumping on. We have Landshark Picker in the building. Good to see you, Landshark. Glad that you can jump on, Craig. Let's see here. Oh, this chat is moving and grooving, Johnny. You're bringing out all the questions and answers. Can't keep up. I know. Adam says, I know pretty successful resellers that only has those display cabinets and not a booth. Okay, that's nice. Coco Bay. What
I do is in my booth, I put more of the easy, high-end jewelry, fit in glass. Small things that people cannot walk away in their pocket. That's higher than the average $2-3 piece.
Okay.
And they got to get it. They got to get the key from the front desk to say they want to get into the actual case.
That's nice. Adam says he's eating blackberries. So okay. What's your favorite berry, Johnny?
Strawberries and blackberries.
Okay. What about you, Dustin?
I'm not a berry guy, but I don't know. Apples. Give me apples. I'm not a berry guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. We have Hot Mess Thrifters saying hello. Good to see you, Hot Mess. Glad that you can jump on.
Hello,
Bama says, Johnny, did you know the clock hit 10 twice?
Yes, I do.
So he's past his bedtime for sure. He's past his bedtime for sure. All right. Next one up, overrated, underrated, number 6.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Did you get that, Johnny?
Did you get it?
I don't know. I never got into his.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, you're thinking. Okay.
No, I just don't. I have no opinion on that one.
No? You ever watched The Terminator?
Yeah, I have.
Kindergarten Cop? He doesn't like. What kind of movies do you like to watch, Johnny?
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Okay.
What's your favorite sci-fi? You like The Terminator. You gotta like The Terminator.
So The Predator? You like The Predator?
I also like things like the Friday the 13th.
Horror movies.
Krueger, things like that. I like, what was that one I used to watch? I haven't watched them in so long, though.
Like Star Trek or something?
The Files.
X-Files.
X-Files.
Oh, you like all those like conspiracy theory kind of things?
I like trying to figure out what happened and what.
Yeah,
that's me.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. I like that. So, all right. Mama No says overrated. I guess we don't got a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger fans in here.
Get back in the
So,
chopper.
Yeah. Mile High Hustlers, Linda and Greg. Good to see you guys. And Resell. Oh, you're on both the channels. So there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Not sure. Vintage says get to the chopper.
There we go.
Do you like Godzilla versus King Kong movies?
I used to
Those are
love
good.
watching Godzilla and King Kong. Yes.
Have you seen the newest one, the Godzilla and King Kong?
Not
You got to see it. That one's pretty cool. Let's see. Gulf Coast Picker says Johnny ain't got time to watch anything before 7. So, all
I'm
right.
a hard worker when it comes to work. I'm always thinking of what I could do next, and I'm usually about 7:30ish because I'm automatically, for some reason, I have no alarm clock. I just automatically get up between 2 and 3 o'clock at the latest, 3:30.
Okay.
And I got a lot to get done in the morning, so that's why I like working the early mornings.
We'll call you Amy. What Terminator is definitely not overrated.
Oh,
So
okay.
you gotta watch him. You
Got
gotta
a
watch
Got a
him,
lot
Johnny.
of got a lot of
Everybody
haters.
has their own opinions. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean they're right or wrong, but you're wrong. I love messing
right.
with wrong.
All right, Johnny. Next one up. Auctions on YouTube. Overrated, underrated.
They're getting overrated. I mean,
Oh.
when I first saw them, they were just the right amount of people, and then of course the pandemic started, and you're starting to get more people on. And for me, it's kind of hard to watch everybody, but
It's
I
a
do have
lot.
my niche of people that I do like to watch because I know where the deals are. And
Okay.
so yeah,
I'm not gonna ask you what your favorites are because I don't want you to give out your
for me,
secrets.
of course,
Yeah. You do
Wednesdays and
you do an
Fridays.
auction, a live
Yeah,
auction,
that's
correct?
this week, Wednesday and Friday.
Okay. You do, is that every Wednesday and Friday?
Every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is known as my Hump Day auction. I have 3
Okay.
co-hosts and 1 guest. And this Friday, because it's every other Friday, is the TGIF Buy Now Sell auction. And there I usually have 5 to 6 guests. And usually if somebody's wanting to get out and learn, I will help them, teach them. And then if they decide to go on their own, that's great. But usually I basically teach them and help them learn the ropes. If they have questions, I'll help them out. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this question, Johnny. So are you sourcing items for your auction from other auctions?
No.
No? Okay. I didn't know if it was like, okay, I'll buy it here and then I'll flip it on my auction.
No, that I don't always do because it depends on what it is. 9 times out of 10, I'm buying it because it's going in my antique booth.
Okay.
Because I know what I can get for it there or online. Like, for example, I bought a lot of jewelry from somebody for $5.
Uh-huh.
I had started listing it today on Mercari, Etsy, and eBay because I have less than 62 cents into each piece.
Mm-hmm.
And I am selling 3 pieces, one at $59. That's what they're sold for.
Wow.
One for $48 and one for $38.68.
That's a deal.
Yeah.
What about
Probably over $118 if it sells for what I have it listed for compared to what I paid for it.
okay, nice. So let me ask you this question, Johnny. Whatnot? Have you put an application in there? Is that something you're looking to do maybe in the near future? Are you going to stick to what you're doing right now? Do you feel like that would grow your reselling business?
No.
No, he said no. Tell us why. I know we're
I-
getting a little off track, but I want to know your opinion on this.
My opinion on this is right now there's getting to be too many people on there, and to me, from what I'm seeing,
Uh-huh.
it's way too much work for a little bit of time and a little bit of money. You know, if I'm going to get something, I don't want to be working that hard for such a short period of time, and you're not seeing the rewards.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion.
So you're saying
Now, I'm a little
because
different.
because you're doing it on your own platform, your YouTube
Correct.
channel, you're not
I'm
shipping.
setting
Well,
the
you're
pace.
not getting
I'm
the
setting
cut
what's
taken
gonna
out.
happen. Right. I'm
Okay.
watching. I'm setting the pace on my own time. Where on there you have so much time, clock is ticking, and you got to keep ready to show the next product. I don't know. For me, I have no desire to want to do it. I mean, I'm not saying I will never do it.
Mhm.
Maybe later, but right now, no. I am comfortable where I'm at. I do well where I'm at, and people do know that if they come to my auctions, they're going to get a good quality product and very fast once the invoices are paid.
Okay, nice,
To me, it's too much work.
nice.
And
Well,
I do
guys,
enough to stay ready.
if you want to watch everything that Johnny's got going on, make sure you hit his link in the description. Return of Kajun Roots Reseller. So hit that link, and they'll send you straight to his YouTube channel. From there, you can follow him on all his socials and check out his auctions, check out his live shows, and it's a great time. It's a great time. So Mile High Hustler has a great question. Are you guys going to be watching the lunar eclipse tonight? I wasn't aware there was a lunar eclipse.
What time is this lunar eclipse?
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why I'm wearing this Hawaiian shirt, so just in case the lunar eclipse breaks out and I turn into some sort of werewolf, I'll be looking pretty snazzy.
Oh, it hasn't happened. No.
Hasn't happened. Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. So, all right. So let's move on. Overrated, underrated, number 8.
Number 8, coffee.
I don't think it's overrated. Well,
So
maybe
you think it's underrated?
I enjoy my coffee, so for me, I'm gonna say it's overrated because of the advertisement, the amount of things that are being pushed with certain brands of coffee.
The pumpkin
I
spice
personally,
lattes.
the only time I drink that particular coffee is when I have apps on my phone that has gift card money on it.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's the only time I'm going to those places because I have my own coffee here at home. I can't see paying for that kind of coffee for that price.
Mhm.
Nice. Okay.
I
Nice.
live on coffee. You're right about that, Adam.
Tina has a great question. How long has Johnny been reselling?
I started reselling on July the 24th of 2019.
Okay, there you go.
It'll be almost 3 years this June, just July.
Coffee, really? What kind of show is this? Hey, we want to know his opinion on coffee.
Yep.
So there you go.
I have
Next
to have
one.
my chicory and dark roast.
Okay, nice. All right, moving on. Overrated, underrated. Starting a YouTube channel as a reseller.
I have to say it's underrated because there's so many people that I help on a regular basis that are nervous because they see, say for example, they see all these other people doing YouTube
Mhm.
and it's high numbers and subs. They get to the point where they don't feel they can do it. So they kind of feel like they're going to fail quickly to where they're not getting the right amount.
You think they're comparing themselves to other people with more?
They're not giving them the right words to or the right things to see because of the fact that they're showing them only what they want, not the good and the bad when it comes to YouTube.
Uh-huh.
For me, if somebody's new that wants to come in, show them all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because that way they can make their own decisions. But there's so many people that are afraid to do it because there's so many high people that they're watching that they idolize,
Mm-hmm.
they want to learn from, but then they feel they can't do it themselves. So I think it's overrated.
Okay.
But
There
they're not
you
getting
go.
the acknowledgement that they want to start it when they do want to start. Now, for me, they can come on my show and I make them feel comfortable as much as I can. And if they don't feel comfortable coming on the live, and I've had some people who have started that way, by the way, who
Mhm.
they've come into my shows in the morning. They will do this when they in the morning show talking, not even showing a camera. Now are doing their own channel and their own YouTube, and they don't turn off their cameras. But it took them a while to get used to that and comfortable. And that's what we are as resellers, no matter how high you are in subs or how low you are in subs. We need to make them all feel comfortable when they're doing YouTube or want to start. Because my favorite word I hear in my chat that everybody likes to know that I like, the word yet. I haven't done my first video yet.
Yet. There you go.
We as creators need to feed them what they need to hear in the sense that making them feel good, make them feel that they know they can do it, and not belittle them by your high numbers of subs and not helping the little ones. Because we all started somewhere.
Okay. That's true.
Yeah.
I know Dustin and I, when we first got our first 100 subscribers, we were like, yes, we did it, man. And it's still, I can't believe, like, every time someone subscribes, we're like, man, they want to listen to a couple of bozos like us talk for an hour or 2 hours, which is mind-boggling to me. But we like to have fun. But that's
I'm gonna tell you
good.
what my opinion is about that.
Go
If
ahead.
you bring consistent content that they're willing to listen to and learn, and you're giving them the truth, you're being transparent,
Mm-hmm.
but being consistent, they will come back and watch you and keep coming back. I have learned, and I'm telling this for people who are just starting out, no matter how big or how small you are, I am living proof that this YouTube platform is a way you can use it in a good way. But there's going to be some bad people who are going to not want you to succeed. I am proof of that. 4 months ago, my channel was taken away. But you know what?
That's right.
They took me down. They might have put me down at that time, but guess what? The very next day, I was back up and running and had all my thumbnails ready for the next week, like I never missed a trail on the train track.
That's awesome. That's
you
awesome.
got to. You got to shrug them off and keep
Shrug
going.
them off, baby. Shrug the haters off.
That's right.
Paul saying, just subscribe to the Nashville Flippers, and I regret it ever since. So, thanks, Paul.
Yeah, I unfollowed us.
Unfollow,
Tired of the
unsubscribe.
fake content we put out for everybody.
Yeah. Glenn, that is true, Glenn, that I was on Glenn's live show one time, and that's when we hit 1,000 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
He had some people subscribe, and we went right over the top. So yeah, I completely forgot about that, Glenn.
My first 1,000, I got it on Joey Bada Bing's live show on Memorial Day.
Nice. That's awesome.
One. When I lost my channel, I was at 1,500 subscribers and had over 30,000 watch hours.
What do you have now on the one that you have now? How many subs?
Well, let's see. I know I'm over 12,000 watch hours, and today makes 4 months. 12,202 watch hours and 767 subscribers.
So we're gonna get Johnny to 1,000 in 2 months. Let's do it.
That's the goal.
Let's do it. Krillin says, I got knocked down, but I get up again.
That's it.
Shout out to Krillin. Good to see you, man. Glad that you can stop by.
What's up, Chris?
Kajun Reseller, Chris says, do we need to put this Philly Flipper character in timeout? Oh, we might have to put him in timeout. We might have to put him in timeout. Chris is one of our first, I think he was like one of the first 100 that subscribed to our channel.
Been the first 5.
I think, yeah, you might be right. So he's been around for a minute. Just like Chris, like you were saying, Chris would only show his hands on his pre-recorded videos. Mm-hmm. And now he's got a whole new, and then our goal is to have Chris here on a live. So that's one of our goals. So when that happens,
you noticed that Chris is one of those who always never showed his face. Now you see him in all his videos.
Yep.
And he did the Christmas shout out thing we did last year on the 10 questions for Christmas, and he dressed up as Santa.
Oh, I like it.
You see that video?
There we go.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
I missed it.
He did that live as Santa, and after that, he started doing his lives where he was in the camera. Chris has come a long way. He's done some great work.
Yes. Mom Knows Treasures has a great question. I don't like it when YouTubers show their amazing hauls that they paid 25 cents for and they're going to sell for $800, etc. Why do you think that's misleading? That's a great question. I know that the majority of the resellers here, like on our videos, we always show the recent sold comps on eBay. So that's a speculated number that we're going to get for the item that we source. So I think that a lot of people do that, and if you kind of know a little bit about reselling, you kind of know what's going to sell for what. So but let's move on to the next. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
For that comment. One of the things you want to do, and this is what I've learned when watching some of these YouTubers that have high subscribers, high on the land, I've learned when they're showing their, I don't have my phones upstairs. When they're showing their comps on the phone, especially if it's on the phone, the key thing is to look at what they're looking at. Is that number in black or is it in green? Because one of the things I'm noticing in a lot of these videos that I watch, when they're showing you, oh, it's sold for this much. No, boo. That's what they're asking for it.
That's right.
Well, because it's not in green, it's in black. So be cautious when looking at some of these videos when they're telling you they paid this much and this is what it's selling for. When they're looking at on their phone or they pop up a comp, I see a lot of people putting it up in black. So guess what? That is what it's listed for. That's what they're asking for.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that's what it's selling for.
That's right.
Exactly.
I like it. So let's see here. Tina says, just stumbled on this. Great. Thank you, Tina, for coming on. We do this each and every Sunday night, and we upload the audio version and podcast form. So This Week in Reselling is available everywhere you listen to podcasts. And we have great guests, great reselling guests from everywhere on our shows. So
and this will be my very first, believe it or not, podcast When
There you go.
This show.
There you
Let's
go.
go.
Well, we appreciate you having on. So number 10, Johnny, overrated, underrated.
Number 10. Mickey Mouse.
I think it's overrated.
Mickey Mouse is overrated. Tell us why.
Yeah. Well, because if you go to Disney World or Disneyland, what's the first thing that you're going to see? The first thing that's going to catch your eyes is the freaking price of things that they cost.
Yeah.
It's like they're overcharging you for stuff that you can get somewhere else for cheaper. And it's all about making the money now. It's not like it used to be. When I was 15, I turned 16 on the monorails, getting off the night, closing off the Disneyland on my birthday. And one of the things I have to say, back then, things were a lot cheaper. Yes, I'm going to be 56 next month, but that was 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So the prices today for me is like, they're too high. Now, we can find things to resell at a cheaper price. But when you go to Disney, well, them tags on them prices are way too high for a little mouse. Not great enough. I don't get it. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
There are some people that love it, but I just can't be paying that kind of money.
There you go. Yeah, me too. And Dustin, have you ever been to Disneyland or Disney World?
Nope.
Me neither. I think
And
when
the way
Michael...
it's because it was my birthday gift from my godmother.
Oh, okay.
If it wasn't for that, I would have never gone.
Yeah. I think when Michael and Catalina get a little older, we should all go as a family.
It would be cheaper then.
Yeah, I hope. Right?
Or you got enough money saved in the bank somewhere.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. Krillin is saying, I got news for you. Most of the times it's in green. They don't sell for that price. eBay doesn't show the best. Well, that's usually when there's a line through it, Krillin.
Right.
You know, that's when the best offer was accepted. And if you go through, there's a website, I think is 310point.com. You can copy the link of that item and then paste it to the website, and it tells you exactly what it's sold for.
Or you can go
I
to
think
Turkey.
that's Terapeak. There you go. Terapeak as well. So, Mom Knows Treasure says, because I'm jealous, LOL, just kidding. But my example, they're not counting promoted listing fees. They will do more than 10% plus. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. We're getting into the weeds there. So, all right. So, Johnny, that concludes overrated, underrated segment for the show. I hope that you enjoy that. We're at an hour, Johnny. Do you want to go a little more, or you got to go to bed?
All right, I'm wide awake and wired up and ready to go.
Okay, let's go. So let's move on to the next segment of the show, Johnny. This is called Skip or Flip. We're going to show you 3 different items that sold on eBay, but we're only going to show you the pictures.
Okay.
And you're going to let us know if you saw it at the thrift store, saw it at the estate sale, saw it at the garage sale. Would you skip it or will you flip it, knowing that the knowledge that you have? And at the end, we're going to show you the actual sold comps.
Okay.
All right. And Dustin hasn't seen these either. And in the chat, let us know: are you going to skip or are you going to flip? All right.
Okay.
All right. But before we get into that, Johnny, we do want to give out a shout out to the other sponsor of our show, and that's stickerwise.com. So, Johnny, I don't know where you get your stickers, but we get all of our stickers from stickerwise.com, and we have a discount code, which is flippers. So, if you want to save 10% on your order, use the code flippers, and you'll get some stickers. So, anybody that wants to order some stickers, stickerwise.com is a great place to purchase stickers, and you can save 10%. So, really cool there. Johnny, do you have any stickers?
Yes, I do.
We need to exchange stickers.
They're on my Big Cartel store.
Okay, nice. Yes. Nice. All right, guys. So again, skip or flip. Let us know in the comment section if you're going to skip or flip these items. Again, we're going to only show you pictures, and at the end, we're going to show you the true sold comps on this item. All right. So Johnny, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Bring it on.
Let's do it. So here, Johnny, we have a cord. All right. And I'll make it big so everyone can see. We have a cord. It's it says Nintendo GameCube on the cord. It's a red, blue, and green cord. Okay. The connections, there it is. A Nintendo GameCube made in China with the red, green, and blue input cord. What's your thoughts, Johnny? Are you skipping or are you flipping? Let us know in the chat. What are you guys doing?
I would probably flip it because of what it's for.
Okay. What would you feel comfortable purchasing this as?
No more than $5.
No more than $5. Okay. And what do you think this would resell for?
I would probably say at the lowest $35.
Okay. Okay. All right. What about you, D-Man? What are you doing?
I'm paying upwards of 25 for it.
25, and how much do you think it's selling for?
Oh, well over 100.
Over $100. Why do you think that?
Because it's GameCube. Those cords are hard to come by,
Okay.
especially the AV cords.
Okay. So Gulf Coast Picker is saying he's flipping. Julio the Mexican Picker is saying flip big money. All right. Mom Knows Treasure saying easy flip.
Easy to ship.
Let's see here. Easy to ship. That's correct. Real Squirrel saying this is when I send a pic to Ray and ask him if I should pick it up.
What I should do.
That's funny. So Alan is saying flip. Not too sure if it's vintage. How would you test it? You would have to get a GameCube, I would think. But and you can put non-tested in the title. So flip, free return. Let's see here. Tina says, "What am I doing wrong? Trust me, I get my Disney for." Oh, I don't know what she means by that. So, all right, Johnny. So you're picking it up, huh?
Oh yes.
Okay. And you said it's probably going to sell for $34. Dustin is saying $100
at the
lowest. All right. So, guys, this particular cord for the Nintendo GameCube sold for $289, and this is a sold comp. This is not.
That's a listing.
It's a sold. It's a sold. I know it's See, sold.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I just pulled it up. It was sold on May the 3rd for $289.
Wow.
So next time you go to, next time you find this, Johnny, make sure you pick it up.
I'm always looking for that kind of stuff and never have been able to find it where I'm living.
There you go. So this is a little bit different. When you buy a GameCube, it does come with an AV cord, which is the yellow, the blue, or excuse me, the yellow, the red, and the white.
Yeah.
This is called a component cable, and that's why the colors are different. You're supposed to get a better image with these.
Okay.
So there you go. There you go. You guessed. You picked it up, Johnny. You're flipping it, so you guessed correctly. You guessed correctly. A lot of people guessed correctly. Kristen's saying, shut the front door. So, hey, you might find this in the Goodwill bins, and a lot of people wouldn't know what it is.
Especially when she's doing those challenges. She's not sure what to pick up. Girlfriend, go pick up those if you find them.
That's right. That's right. All right, next one up, Johnny. We have here a Dan Marino Dolphins jersey. Okay. It's green, of course, number 13, Dan Marino. It's got a throwback Michelin-esque patch on the lower left. It says Dan Marino. What else did it say? 1994. Nice little stitch lettering or stitch numbers on the back, on the front. And Michelin nest tag, 100% nylon, made in Korea, size 50. So what's your thought process here, Johnny?
I would pass.
You would pass? How come?
Well, one, I'm not seeing the logos on the sleeves. And I'm not seeing the emblem on there for a jersey that usually when you buy these have. Now, these that are on here, I'm not sure what that is because I've never seen them like that before.
That's lower left?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just it's like a throwback, authentic.
Right, if you look at the stitching, it looks like somebody stitched that on there.
Okay. So you're skipping.
I would skip it.
Okay. What are you doing, Dustin?
We go back to the name.
The back?
Yeah.
Moreno.
All right.
I think that's for the Dolphins, isn't it?
I don't see any
for
cross
the
stitching.
Dolphins.
I don't either.
Cross stitching. It's actually pretty good. I'd probably pick it up for myself just to wear it, though.
Well, you're flipping or skipping, Dustin.
I'd probably flip it because I like selling jerseys. Even if I get it for like $5. Jerseys like this will sell for around 30, 40 if it is fake or a replica.
Okay. So you're picking it up. Hopefully you can pick it up or sell it for 30.
Yeah. If it's legit, then more. But
Okay.
30, 40.
Adam is saying flip. Michelin Nest is near me. So Michelin Nest is a company that specializes in retro throwback jerseys, basketball, baseball, NFL. So for the people that may not know that, if it's only $1, I'll flip it. Other than that, I'll pass. Let's say you're paying $25 for it.
No, I would leave it.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. Probably fake, says Krillin. 99% are fake. All right. Laces out, Dan. Okay. I like that. And Skip. So Dustin is flipping. Johnny is skipping. All right. Let's see here. What did it sell for? This jersey sold for $33, and there was 19 bids. So again,
I was right on the price.
This is a fake jersey. Like Dustin was saying, a good way to tell, guys, is by this picture right here. Johnny, I don't think you can see that or not.
Yeah.
But on the fake ones, there's like a stitch in between the numbers and the letters that connects them. Mm-hmm. Usually a fake jersey will have that one little stitch because they're not taking off the embroidery machine and stitching each.
I say that it's not embroidered correctly.
Yeah. So
the name actually looks really good.
The name looks great. Yeah. But
the stitching on it looks real great. Yeah.
Yeah. So this would definitely be something that you could at least wear. So.
Well, that's what he said. If he was going to buy it, he was going to buy it for himself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have bought it to flip it.
Mm-hmm. Tina says, haven't had good luck with jerseys. I know they're tricky. Must be fake then. And then it says, and you'll get the trouble by eBay too. Well, this guy sold it.
I've sold a few jerseys.
It's you got to say like replica on there. Yeah. Stitched replica jersey. Right. Mm-hmm. So as long as the buyer knows that it's a replica and you sell it as a replica and not as a real jersey, then you should be in the clear on that. So they need to do that authentication program
on those.
Those. Y'all got to look in my notes there. All right, next one up here. I know, right?
I just didn't even see it.
All right, next one up, Johnny. Skip or flip, and let everyone in the chat let me know. Oh, there we go. This Scream mask. We were talking about horror movies a little earlier. Are you skipping?
I would flip it.
Okay.
Let's go the glow in the dark one.
Glow in the dark.
Yep, I would definitely pick it up.
Definitely picking it up.
Yeah.
And wearing it in our next video.
This does say something on here, but I can't read it. I can't make out what it says.
Probably Timmy's name. I got Timmy's mask.
Timmy's mask. So why are you picking this up, Johnny?
Well, because first of all, it glows in the dark, and anything with this type of mask has been selling really well. Mm-hmm. And I happened to see a video where someone picked one of these up and sold it for good money.
Ooh, okay, nice.
And you have to look under the neck, under that one part, and see what the name is under the neck.
That
right there.
I can't make out what it says. Right. World something. I can't make out what it says. So there you go. So Johnny's picking it up. What are you doing, Dustin?
I'm picking it up.
Picking it up? Okay. Mm-hmm. Johnny, what do you think this is going to sell for? What did it sell for?
No less than $75.
Okay. What about you, Dustin?
I was thinking 50, 65 area.
Okay. Mexican Picker is saying Scream big flip. Not worth the time, Tina says. Okay. Gulf Coast Picker says easy 150. Alan's saying flip for sure. Easter. Okay. Random. Easter something. Oh, is that what it says on the thing? Okay. It says Easter Unlimited. Okay. I'm like, Easter? What are we talking about here?
I can't even see that.
I can't even see it either. Rural Squirrel is saying flip Fun World. Okay. All right. So let's see what it sold for. So this mask sold at auction for $994.
Wow.
So I still would have picked it up either way. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Then we would have had a heart attack and good one that someone would have picked it up.
I know, right?
Well,
I think
the last
because
one
it
I
glows
saw
in the
somebody
dark, and
with
some of
that,
them do. I'm sorry, Johnny. Go ahead.
They must have underpriced it because that's what they sold it for, was $75.
Was the one that you saw glow in the dark?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But
It
I
could have
have
been at
no
the time,
idea
and then
why.
yeah.
I think it's just, it's going up in price. I've sold one, but mine wasn't glow in the dark. Okay. What'd you
I think
sell it
I've
for,
had
Gulf
the glow in
Coast?
the dark one
You had it?
back in the day.
Okay.
He's
Nice.
saying most of his are selling for around 150.
Okay, 150. Let's see. Some are Fun World and some are Easter Unlimited. I think this one says Fun World. I can make out the W. So, there you go, Chris.
Yeah, it says
Chris,
Fun World.
Look, it says it in the line in the description. Fun World.
Oh, duh.
In the title.
I think it says Fun World.
Right.
Oh, wait,
How much? It's 900 and it's sold for $994.
$4.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Marie says she got all of them right today. So, Johnny, I know we're getting to the end. Oop, sorry. I meant to hit this button. My apologies.
Kicked them off.
I know. So I know that we usually have another segment called Dustin's Tip of the Week. So we're going to skip that just because we want to get to this question, and we'll let you go for the night. We appreciate your time, Johnny. I hope that you enjoy the skip or flip segment. We learned a little something, didn't we?
You should go back and rewatch your videos to watch that segment.
Oh, there you go. Fantastic. So I hope everyone in the chat learned a little something. And remember, make sure to go over to the Johnny's channel, Return of Occasional Roots Reseller, and subscribe to his channel. Let's get him to 1,000, back where he belongs. So it's going to be great. All right. So, Johnny, last question of the day. Something that you wish you would have known when you first started reselling, and you wish you would have known when you first started your YouTube channel.
For reselling, I wish I would have known, and I didn't know this till later on after learning the kinks out of things, was when I was sourcing.
Okay.
The actual app that you can actually take, and I did a video on that, where you can actually take and use your phone through the eBay app and then take and set it to the what sold.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started, I didn't really know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's would have been a big help for me by taking and going to your app and then going to the lock feature, to where every time I was scanning, I wouldn't have to go through and waste time scanning every piece and then having to change it to what sold. I think would have helped me a lot more if I'd have known that.
Okay, so you can filter it and leave it there every time you're looking something up.
Right, and you have to do the lock on your app, but I didn't know that.
Okay, nice. What about YouTube?
I would have to say, if I was to change anything, I would have just started sooner.
Okay. Nice.
I love sharing the knowledge. I had to learn, and I say I had to learn because a lot of the things I'm self-teaching myself, or I'm researching it to figure out how does this work? What does this do? How do I do this? How do I do that? How does the algorithm work on your main page? I wish I would have started sooner. I did start at the time where, and then everybody says, no, there's no way. But I was nervous at the beginning, just like anybody else. I don't know if y'all
see that.
I literally still have, it was right here, the little paper that I used, that I would actually put right under my camera, and I was reading off of a piece of paper.
Oh, wow.
How nervous I was. I didn't want to mess up. Now, it's just right off my mind. I don't even think about it. But it took me a while to get there. So, yeah, you just got to be comfortable. Try to make yourself comfortable with it. Like I tell a lot of people when they're starting out and they ask me, what should I do? I tell them this. Take your camera. Make sure you're always looking directly to the center of your camera. But right below it, if you have to take a picture of your loved one, a friend, a close friend, your BBF, your husband, your wife, whatever, whoever, put it right under the camera so you can get a sense of looking right directly into the middle of the camera.
Okay. That's good. That's good. So, I got one more question for you, Johnny.
Okay.
Tips, just in general, in life, what to live by, just overall, like what you've learned in your life, something that could help somebody else.
Some people may not know this, but I went through chemo in 2003.
Okay.
And it was in 2007 that, as they call it, Poppin, where I had to get a bone marrow transplant. And from that day on, I always tell myself, I will live each day to the fullest, to the best of my ability.
That's awesome.
To do that.
That's great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny, we appreciate you spending your day with us to your best of your ability. And guys, again, if you have not followed Johnny on his YouTube channel, make sure you do that. His links are down below. Make sure you go to his Big Cartel store, order some merch there. Make sure if you're interested in joining Flip, use his referral code and join him each and every morning, Monday through Friday, on his morning show. And get to learn this is just a little piece of knowledge that Johnny has. You get to experience this each and every morning on his morning show. So
wait, there's even more.
There's more. He says there's more.
Every Monday night at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which I've been doing for over 2 years, is Fun Night Bingo Night. It's free to play. You pick 5 numbers, 1 through 75. You put them in the chat. You write them down. Every week you come back, you just tell us the same from last week, and then your numbers are there. And you have up to 5 games, and there's going to be an update, new thing happening tomorrow. I got a couple of new things with twists happening on my channel this week. So Monday night,
okay,
you need to be there because there's going to be some new things that I'll be talking about tomorrow for bingo. And I had a good donation. It was a care gift that was sent to me that I will be promoting tomorrow night at bingo. And that's every Monday night. We do play at least 6 games. If we run out of time, or if we have more time at the end of the 6th game, you just never know what I'm going to give away. Like, for example, I had
what are we giving away?
My very first. I just got these made and got them in. Cajun Roots Resellers Bingo Keychain.
Oh, those are cool.
I gave away
it's like Rasta colors.
This past Monday, I gave away the first one. Or I'll turn around and give away a bigger Cajun Roots with my logo keychain.
Oh, that's a nice one,
I like
too.
that one.
That reminds me of, like, what's that bag of chips?
Zaps.
I think so. Yeah.
Zaps. That's New Orleans brand chips.
Oh, okay.
That's
the
what.
voodoo.
Nice.
I think of the voodoo chips, maybe.
I think that's don't they have the voodoo chips, Zaps, or is that?
Well, yes.
Those are so good.
Those are awesome.
And you never know when I'm going to give away a box of moon pies.
Oh, there you
I
go.
want the moon pies.
I love it.
They're in the bags for if you win a bag number. But at the end, if I have enough time after the 6th game, I would just start doing a whole nother game just to give away a box of moon pies.
Nice. I love it. All right, guys. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, each and every one of you in the chat for spending your evening with us. Rural Squirrel says, great show, guys. As usual, see you in the morning, Johnny. And let's keep this conversation going tomorrow on Johnny's morning show. So anything else for the people, Johnny?
Always remember to support others as they support you. Be consistent in whatever you do and don't give up.
Awesome. And guys, each and every Sunday night, we have another great guest on the show. So next week, we'll have another great guest. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram so you'll get to know which guests that we're having on. And if you want to go back and listen to the prior guests, you can listen to us on anywhere you listen to podcasts This Week in Reselling. And that concludes another great show. My name is Ray.
My name's Dustin.
And I'm Johnny.
And Johnny, what do you say after each and every ending your shows? Go ahead. Send us off.
Love always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous evening. And until we meet again. Later. Peace out.
See y'all. Catch you guys on the flip side. See y'all. God bless.